Tonight, the inspiring story of an entrepreneur who learned to scale new heights. I've known Tyron Hyde since we were both 17 years old. He joined a tiny quantity surveying firm when he was at uni and helped it grow into one of Australia's leading QS companies. Then he joined Business Blueprint. This is Tyron's story.
Well, I'd been with Wash & Brown for 20 years and I'd built it up, but things were going really well, but I was starting to get a bit bored, a bit complacent, and I needed to kick up the bum. Well, I was a bit nervous at first, and then I was a bit hesitant because Dale was there and he made you go up to people and introduce yourself and, "Hi, I'm Tyron, I've met, what have you done the last 3 months?" and meet 3 different people. It's not really me. But after a day or two, I started to realise that A, there are a lot of smart people in this room, and B, I don't actually know everything about business.
Ty was so pumped after the first Blueprint conference. He was raving about the speakers, he had all these ideas. It was like he joined a cult. He came back with this pink wand, I don't know why, but our daughter, who was 4 at the time, thought it was magic. She loved it. She's converted.
I was fired up. I came back and I started advertising on Facebook straight away, and I took the page from 3,000 likes in January 2013 to over 11,000 a day in June 2014. Not only do you learn great ideas, you also get to meet great people. And that's what I found really good about Business Blueprint. For instance, after the second conference, I found Tyrone, who does video marketing, and he helped me launch the YouTube channel.
In this week's QS Corner, you'll find out why depreciation is the icing on the cake.
Making the videos was a lot of fun. We had great days filming, but it wasn't that easy because the topic's property depreciation. Now you try making that sexy. The videos have worked really well. So far we've made about 20 videos, and we've released 10 to the market, so I've still got 10 in the can. But I've had 65,000 views so far, which for a quantity surveying company talking about property depreciation, I reckon that's pretty cool. And the website changed dramatically. We had a clunky old website which wasn't Google friendly, and we've converted that whole thing over to a SEO friendly WordPress site, which now I can control myself, and that gives me a bit of power. And as for blogging, it seemed every consultant that got up on stage said you need a blog, so I thought I'll have 2 blogs. I've got the Wash & Brown corporate blog and the Tyron Hyde rant blog. And I'd never really thought about getting a virtual assistant before I met Dale.
Hi, it's Mabel here, Tyron's VA from the Philippines. Hi to everyone at Blueprint.
Definitely the biggest achievement in the last 12 months has been my book. I was approached by a publisher about 12 months ago to write a book on property depreciation law, and I did. It's called Claim It. It took about 12 months to write. It's been great for marketing, and I'm pretty proud of it. When the book was published, things really took off. First thing I know, Money Magazine is running a full extract of the book. Then Your Investment Property Magazine runs a full extract of the book. Next thing you know, I'm on Sky Business News.
Tyron Hyde is a director and co-owner of Washington Brown, one of the largest quantity surveyor companies in Australia.
Well, I wrote the book Claim It because property depreciation helps a property investor's cash flow.
Yeah.
And another good thing about the book is that I decided that all royalties go to charity. So just the other day I sent my first check to the Property Industry Foundation, and they help build homes for homeless kids. And it felt pretty good. In terms of measuring success, it's been pretty positive. We've got a business that has about 50 staff, and it's been around for 30 years. Now, over the last 12 months, we've had a 14% increase in turnover, but that's resulted in a net profit gain of 72%. And that's pretty cool for a business of my size.
Tyron was motivated in business, but it had a domino effect on the rest of his life too.
For me, the program's not just about business. Dale gets a lot of motivational speakers as well. And I saw Sebastian Terry on stage and his 100 things you should do before you die type thing. So on the top of my bucket list was the New York Marathon. I always wanted to run it, so I started training. The New York Marathon's huge. Too many people on the streets for that day. It shuts down New York. And every 300 metres is a band along the way. I saw a gospel choir in Brooklyn out the front of a church as I ran along. It's crazy. And I had a great idea. What I did was I wore an Aussie shirt and I wrote "Go Ty" across my chest. And the whole way all I could hear was "Yo, go Ty! Yo, go Ty!" I was feeling good, but at about the 36k mark, I was stuffed. And that's when you ran from Harlem over through the Bronx. And as I got to the Bronx, all I could hear was a theme of Rocky belting through the streets. And I gotta say, crossing that finish line after 42 Ks was one of the best moments of my life. I took my book on tour as well to get some free publicity for my Facebook page, and I thought I'd photobomb a few celebrities while I'm there. But it all went pear-shaped when I tried to sell my book on Muscle Beach.
So we get back from New York. It had been a huge year for all of us. Ty reckons all he wants to do in 2014 is sleep. Didn't happen.
Well, when I got back, I thought to myself, what next? How can I up the ante? So I started Googling world's toughest marathons, and that's where I found the marathon on the Great Wall of China. It took about 5 months of training. Towards the end, I was running a marathon every weekend for the last month, but really nothing could prepare me. Got up at 2:30 in the morning, get off the bus in Yin Yang Square, and here's a band playing Jingle Bells in the middle of May. The marathon was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. There's 5,164 stairs, but before you even get to the stairs, the hills are so steep that you can hardly run them. Most people walk the hills, let alone the stairs. The stairs, some of them are 700 metres high, you have to climb them. It took 6 hours and 12 minutes of incredible pain to do it, but I did it, and I've got my very own Made in China medal to prove it. You know, it's been an amazing 12 months, and a part of that has to do with Dale and the Blueprint team. So thanks for that. The only problem now is, what next?
See you in New Zealand!